Level 1. The Compliance Runner. The years thin out. At 20, Basement Co-working Corridor clears $2,650 per month. Between subway platforms, you carry a cracked corner ThinkPad toward workshops and borrowed authority. Consultants greet client security teams while you trail them with an adapter-stuffed laptop bag. A temporary visitor badge swings from your jacket as you stand near founders debating million-dollar model risk. Station noodles become dinner because you take the next unpaid university AI meetup shift. From the glass interview room, you watch one engineer dodge questions about training data. A demo chatbot freezes during bias testing, and founders crowd the screen in alarm. At the client hallway turnstiles, you catch the engineer who skipped consent history records. From a back row folding chair, you keep smiling while senior consultants talk over you. You hook one decent blazer around the subway pole in a cheap garment bag. Cheap noise-canceling earbuds help you turn workshop disputes into late train notes. At the kitchen coin saucer, you count transit money against rent. Client security staff hold you outside while executives pass through the fast lane. Startup founders teach you how bias gets renamed as user segmentation. University lecture halls keep you near anyone hiring AI auditors. Two short blazer cuffs show beneath custom company hoodies around the room. Around the glass co-working audit room, founders crowd one failed model demo. A prompt timer pressures the founders as they defend each failed response. Within the founder hoodie circle, you answer bias testing mockery without retreat. During the mock audit, the senior consultant catches your risk taxonomy mislabel. At the client-facing projector wall, you straighten under public correction. After midnight, you ride the last subway carriage with tomorrow's cables across your knees. The senior consultant leaves one empty seat, and the client trusts the calm voice that fills it. A marked interview map teaches you how evasions become clear risk. You guard your scuffed workshop notebook when founders laugh at interns. Rented training suites become your territory after senior staff avoid workshops. A black earbud case helps you endure subway screeching before longer workshop nights. At the model risk conference table, trusted consultants quiet the room before speaking. Engineers fight you over undocumented scraped training data at the provenance board. You set tomorrow's security instructions beside your shoes before the floor alarm rings. Client teams turn their chairs toward judgment instead of policy language. Badge lanyards on your doorknob prove which rooms you entered. At a rain-dark office entrance, you step into another workshop with borrowed confidence. You face the closed risk workshop door, choosing trust during AI danger. Level 2. The Client Floor Analyst. The birthday your family planned. You fund at 22. $7,900 per month. Before dawn, you wheel a stickered travel suitcase across another airport hotel lobby. In hospital imaging corridors, clinicians squeeze interviews between scans, rounds, and compliance interruptions. Middle airplane seats carry you toward advising nine-figure AI rollouts. Radiologists test diagnostic AI, while lawyers challenge any silent replacement of judgment. At the Privacy Council's table, Priya Nandakumar questions your hospital assumptions. You watch the airport hotel elevator clock count down toward the morning executive briefing. From the imaging intake desk, you trace patient data into prediction outputs. Bank fraud operation teams pull you through alerts that reach human decisions. A birthday video call shrinks on your phone as boarding starts for the third city. In the executive briefing room, you hold composure under questions about age. Priya demands proof beside radiology lightboxes because doctors must keep judgment. The diagnostic workflow separates clinical assistance from hidden automation. Hospital and bank badges crowd the loop hanging from your backpack. With engineers at the model monitoring wall, you rehearse deployment failures. Your tailored Navy suit passes pharma campus security without borrowed authority. Insurance call center supervisors route hundreds of complaints through AI queues. Airport hotel doors replace home after clients learn you can freeze launches. Before the pharma boardroom horseshoe, you brief executives on deployment pauses. At the hotel war room table, a partner's manager rejects your liability wording. Marked hospital findings consume the night after 3 cities exhaust you. You open the dawn hotel window and call the clinical lead directly. Bathroom steam coats the mirror as you trade yesterday's shirt for a fresh debrief. In the mirrored client elevator, you rehearse answers under scrutiny. Priya waits in the paused review room doorway for your answer. At the compliance roundtable, you explain monitoring failures without jargon shields. The executive semicircle presses deployment stop questions against your steady voice. Specialist consultant nameplates identify who owns the hardest regulated AI questions. Junior analyst huddles learn engineer interviews from you without flinching. You pay for client dinners with reluctant plastic from the corporate card tray. Silent client doorways prove that emergencies erase hierarchy from the room. At the fraud alert wall, you challenge a bank owner over drift. Pre-dawn hospital entrances receive you before sleep can catch your coat. You answer scrutiny across the hospital review room table before partners speak. Level 3. The High-Risk Systems Specialist. Before you notice, 25 arrives and $16,800 per month arrives with biometric doors. With a dual-screen field kit in hand, you enter client factories as an authority. Secure testing crews build robustness plans for systems touching real lives. In lending risk war rooms, your challenges land without sounding reckless. Better suits hang near unopened apartment boxes and absent friends. Refrigerator shelves hold airport meals where groceries should sit. Technicians aim robot vision arms at defects on the production line. Factory inspection workers show you how AI outputs guide decisions. In a yellow factory vest, you move faster under theoretical test insults. At the launch calendar wall, you force managers to face unresolved validation gaps. You guard encrypted access tokens like passports between secure rooms. Airport lounge counters take your premium card while legal calls keep coming. Junior interview circles learn from you how questions can hold a room. Legal teams crowd glass phone booths between delayed flights. Factory supervisors hear you prove their vision model fails under alternate lighting. Workers stack defect boxes beside robots as production halts in real time. You cross the red safety boundary instead of softening the finding. Stopped conveyor belts make risk visible to supervisors, engineers, and lawyers. Credit risk operations teams pull you into algorithmic denial debates. After advising executives all day, you reach airport view apartment windows. The hiring platform client accuses your team in the launch conference room. Candidate impact tests expose disparate outcomes 1 week before launch. Legal counsel demands softer discrimination language over the speakerphone. You push the frosted meeting room door open, bringing juniors inside. Late-night hotel corridors hold your canceled, long-planned reunion call. Locked validation labs keep the rejected model waiting before sunrise. The partner uses a client seating chart to protect relationships ahead of truth. An untouched champagne tray stays behind because praise requires buried findings. Independent audit panel hosts auditors trusted for refusing clients. At the Executive Risk Forum, your bias evidence defeats methodology dismissal. Airport apartment closets hold better suits beside permanent travel cases. The travel board packs factories, banks, and hospitals into one specialist week. You choose an airport apartment lease near terminals and farther from familiarity. You take the independent auditor's business card, choosing refusal over relationships. Level 4. The Independent Auditor. Priya introduces you as Founder Auditor, 29, earning $34,700 per month. Before dawn, you use a kitchen table video rig to sell urgent AI reviews. Your liability policy binder carries an insured practice into client meetings. Rain soaks projector cases while invoices outgrow old salary ceilings. You challenge unsupported claims before founders pitch regulators. At the launch copy wall, you argue with a founder over language he wants to keep. Train platform meal cartons cover lunch between 2 client cities. Borrowed mahogany conference rooms demand one breath before your entrance. You run remote witness interviews without juniors beside you. Packed fintech review rooms wait for your ruling before founders and counsel. Priya asks for your signature at the Hospital Alliance emergency table. Rented red team labs take weekend bookings while you watch cash reserves. Adversarial testers turn prompt injection failures into board-level risk. Compact server towers occupy the space where staff should work. The freelance tester demands full-time client money beside packed equipment. You follow the tester into the glass office exit lane. An empty lab workstation marks the tester lost before deadline. Sunday lab access bracelets carry you through weekend tests alone. At midnight, you call the client lead before counsel hears rumors. The empty second tester chair proves one-person independence breaks under deadlines. Engineers wait outside while you run fairness evaluations. Mounted interview light bars sharpen remote evidence sessions for clients. Engineer objection circles call failures unrealistic until your questions tighten. Investor rows behind glass whisper while your voice stays level. Branded laptop sticker clusters spread your logo across battered travel gear. Intercity train conductors wave your audit gear aboard before sunset. Venture-backed founders meet you in offices your clients own. Counsel triage sessions split technical flaws from legal exposure. Prepaid testing lab invoices reserve capacity before the next job lands. Across town, a rival assurance firm displays a staffed audit team in its lobby. Priya's unanswered scheduling slate needs capacity, not brilliance. A compliance co-working landlord hands over your first small office sublease. You refuse softer wording during a late revision fight. You build an empty audit method wall for auditors not yet hired. Level 5. The boutique assurance shop. You cross into 33, and $96,500 per month crosses with you. At the dispatch wall, operations staff send 3 teams toward finance, health, and chatbots. Audit field kit shelves equip each team with secure branded gear. Before sprint weeks, sector leads divide assignments by client risk. Bank counsel teams contest monitoring retainers in negotiation rooms. Unused analyst workstations make every payroll chair look expensive. The photographer catches your tired smile during the 14-person team portrait. Mock engineer interview circles train auditors to challenge without starting wars. Polished reception logo walls shine, while hiring costs haunt the floor. Before assessors arrive, you inspect sealed evidence lockers. At the interview table, the accreditation assessor questions independence. Red-marked quality control boards expose gaps in your own controls. You stop the debrief and call every lead into the circle. Mismatched audit trails prove personal judgment cannot scale into trust. Restaurant cancellation messages replace dinner, while leads rebuild procedures with you. Critical findings benches keep conclusions capable of breaking the firm. In the health sector lead room, you address procurement evidence failures. The finance lead uses the staffing map to fix model risk retainer coverage. Client workshop amphitheaters fill with anxious clients under your name. Bank, hospital, and chatbot teams operate across split sites. In hospital procurement arguments, a senior engineer calls audits slow. Chatbot red teamers turn hostile prompts into control failures. Numbered evidence cages lock sensitive model artifacts out of reach. Busy assurance bullpens surround you with staff voices and working systems. Misrouted courier badges send you back to test visitor controls. Accreditation visitors wear placards while clients call you partner. Risk map debriefs gather lawyers, engineers, and compliance officers. Erased judgment call boards prove standards must outrank charisma. Accredited lab observation galleries teach stricter review rituals. Twin testing rig bays arrive despite cash strain and payroll pressure. General counsel escalation rooms hear your refusal to bury warnings. All-night standards war rooms keep partner night inside procedure rewrites. Floor-to-ceiling method maps cover the glass wall with rebuilt workflow. You submit the firm through the accreditation portal room for lasting discipline. Level 6. The Accredited AI Audit House. Accreditation falls at 39, and headquarters pulls $318,000 per month. Sector chiefs build separate standards for health, finance, employment, and industrial systems. Secure lab observation bridges keep reviewers above isolated model rooms humming behind glass. International itinerary boards send you between regulator workshops and client boards. Regulator workshop teams set demonstration limits with your liaison. Unopened resort invitations lose to the locked testing floor. A recital program waits on the taxi seat outside departures. Insurer directors feel the stillness as you cross the boardroom threshold. Certification panels approve borderline cases after adversarial review. PRIA challenges patient safety evidence from the Hospital Alliance oversight dais. Patient safety reviewers strengthen standards that can travel across sectors. Insurer partner reception lines make you scan smiles before litigation begins. Outside counsel gathers around claims model exposure in litigation strategy suites. Revenue risk reviewers reject certifications before angry owners arrive. Joint review boards unite legal and technical reviewers under your roof. Analysts build a wall-sized claims evidence display from failure cases. Claims launch command rooms fill with executives demanding clearance before deadline. The insurer legal escalation circle threatens litigation after certification refusal. You face the executive confrontation table and order the finding defended. Pause sector expansion boards freeze hiring plans across practices. Finance chiefs take your call from glass booths before cash rumors spread. Suspended insurer launch floors show your seal moving markets against you. Outside counsel tests every word against annotated refusal projections. Claims denial case galleries separate model failure from client retaliation theater. Cross-examination trainers turn staff simulations into trial pressure. Corporate jet tarmac lounges wait while lab badges decide production. Government observers watch your team break the insurer model live. Air-gapped network teams admit high-risk clients for testing. A rival assurance firm promises the insurer clearance from its reception desk. Courthouse-adjacent coffee bars catch one laugh at underpriced trust. Global regulator summit halls seek one recognized audit mark overseas. Expansion strategists set the standard copying plan with your international lead. Multi-sector certification teams carry your seal across hospitals, insurers, and factories. You commit beside the first overseas office model before trust gets copied. Level 7. The Global Trust Network. PRIA slides you the deal at Global Assurance Floor 46, $1,260,000 per month. Before your morning begins, regional directors open time zone labs across the network. Permanent Academy auditoriums train partner cohorts under proprietary assurance harnesses. Rotating site visit convoys bring you to teams led by sector chiefs. Plain certification seals outweigh luxury across the client room. Sector refusal briefings keep your network out of weak evidence markets. Partner independence workshops teach resistance while clients waive irresistible contracts. A sealed school award envelope reaches you at another transit hotel. Encrypted emergency call teams test each route before border crossings. Quiet lab processions turn entire rooms toward your calm walk. Deployment command amphitheaters gather hospital leaders for certification decisions. Client interviews continue around the empty founder chair. Multi-sector panel tiers separate health, finance, hiring, and robotics. Sandbox observer benches hear officials challenge your refusal standard. Robotics hazard mock-ups help you defend a disputed case. Role-play interview bays rehearse client pressure in evidence rooms. Client site monitors enter live sites after launch. Local leads decide before your flight lands, and arrivals teams escalate the outcome. Evidence vault corridors glow across the night shift. Singapore engineers trigger change control alarms with an unauthorized model update. Glass-walled Singapore bays hold CTO pressure against the local lead. Quarantine reviewers force the update through approved process. You call the Singapore lead first from the breakfast terrace. Emergency video grids make you scan partners already bending. Bedside satellite phones pull private sleep apart after 3. Reporter barricades wait outside while auditors question nurses. PRIA signs the charter at the table as an equal client. Clinical engineer horseshoes surface final safety concerns in public. Certification teams turn medical AI approval into proof people can inspect. Worldwide office windows answer daylight through the evidence network. Auditor celebration aisles earn your smile when teams cheer each other. Converted induction doorways return you to the basement co-working corridor that once broke you. New auditors fill the room where induction cable hooks now hang. You lift the cracked corner ThinkPad from its display case, and the room erupts around the proof that trust outgrew borrowed authority.